Are you feeling exhausted right now? Not physically tired, but mentally drained? Do you find yourself replaying old arguments in your head? Getting angry at people who aren't even in the room? We all carry invisible weights. But there's an ancient Zen story that reveals why we choose to carry them and how to finally put them down. Once two monks, one older and wise, the other young and strict, were walking through a dense, muddy forest. They had taken strict vows of simplicity and were not allowed to touch anything related to wealth or worldly desires. After hours of walking, they reached a wide, fast-flowing river. The bridge had washed away in storm. Standing by the muddy bank was a wealthy, arrogant merchant dressed in expensive silk clothes. He was furious, yelling at his servants because he couldn't cross the river without ruining his expensive shoes and clothes. Seeing the monks, the arrogant merchant demanded, "You there, carry me across this filthy water immediately." The younger monk glared at the man. The man was rude, greedy, and everything their vows stood against. But to the younger monk's absolute shock, the older monk simply smiled, bent down, and silently lifted the wealthy merchant onto his back. The older monk carried a heavy, complaining man through the freezing, fast-moving water. When they reached the other side, he gently set the merchant down. The merchant didn't even say thank you. He just brushed off his silk clothes and walked away. The older and younger monk continued their journey in silence. But the younger monk was boiling with anger. 1 hour passed. 2 hours passed. 3 hours passed. His mind was racing. How could the master do that? The man was so disrespectful. We aren't supposed to touch such worldly people. Finally, after 4 hours of agonizing silence, the younger monk couldn't take it anymore. He stopped and shouted, "Master, how could you carry that man? He was arrogant, rude, and ungrateful, and our vows forbid us from interacting with his kind. Why did you do it?" The older monk stopped walking. He looked at his young student with calm, peaceful eyes. He smiled softly and said, "My friend, I put that heavy merchant down at the edge of the river 4 hours ago. Why are you still carrying him?" The younger monk froze. The realization hit him like lightning. How many people are you still carrying in your mind? Someone who insulted you years ago? A boss who mistreated you? A friend who betrayed you? They are living in your head, rent-free, while they have already moved on with their lives. Every time you replay the memory, you pick them up and carry them again. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. You cannot change what happened at the river, but you can choose to drop the weight right now. Take a deep breath. Put them down. This is the long game. Like and subscribe.